my help.
Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday. And as usual, here goes your Friday video. So last week we talked about praying anytime and anywhere. Yes, prayer is important for not only your spiritual growth, but for your physical one. And you probably say, Simone, what do you mean for my physical growth? How can prayer help me to grow physical? Because you need natural food for that, right? Yeah, you do. You need certain vitamins, certain minerals, certain protein, especially the protein, to help us grow. So how does prayer, equals that physical growth? A lot of people have, been healed through prayer. A testament of that. A lot of people have been healed, including myself, through prayer. And, one of the things that I've actually said are I don't like medication. And obviously, if you're living in America, you have one ailment. You go to the doctor, they write you a prescription. That prescription come with so many different side effects. Now you're taking a prescription to help that side effect, and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. So I was not truly a fan of medication. No way. But obviously, I decided to change some habits in my life, eat right. And, eating right is a question mark, right? Because depending on what your diet is or what you eat, some probably people probably like, oh, I don't consider that eating right. I don't know. Nevertheless, workout, having that physical portion, workout, whatever workout is to you, whether it's just a 30-minute walk, whether it's a run, whether it's riding your bicycle, whether it's skating, whatever that may look to you, do something, be active, be actively involved, or have an active lifestyle. Now, not only that, having that active lifestyle, but we combine that with our spirituality. We combine that in praying. We combine that with reading the word. And it's like this big circle. It has no end and it has no beginning. You just go round and round, a cycle, and a healthy cycle at that too. So today I want to talk about trust crowds out worry. And you probably be like, Simone, I don't even understand the title of this, but I'll go into it. Let's go into it together. So the book of Psalms, so Psalms 37 verse 5, it says, commit your way to the Lord and he shall bring it to pass. So commit your ways to the Lord. Commit your ways. So we talked about working out. We talked about, the different things, the circle of life, having those healthy lifestyle habits and your ways. Commit your ways to the Lord. Commit your lifestyle. Commit your ways to the Lord and he shall bring it to pass. Whatever your heart desire, whatever it is that you want God to do for you. And I told you already, I am a testament of healing because of God. One of the things that I knew I did not want was to take medication for the rest of my life, seeing that I was diagnosed with thyroid problem. Yes, I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism, and then I had to do radiation that turned it into hypothyroidism. And then, they're like, oh, well, you have to be on medication for the rest of your life. I did not believe in that. And I was not going to accept that for my life. I wasn't going to. So it says you cannot stop a baby from crying. If a baby is hungry and you try to just play with the baby, they may laugh for a while, they may giggle, they may do all these different things. You give them a pacifier, you give them a rattle. For a few minutes, they may be content. But after that, that baby throwing that thing away and start crying again. Because the rattle, the playing, all of that does not satisfy that hunger. I don't know about you. If you're hungry and you try to do everything else, you're still hungry. No matter how much you try to avoid it, you still have that physical hunger. Now, we need stuff to satisfy our hunger. So, neither can the soul of a mature person be satisfied apart from God. We need God. Whether we believe it or not, whether we want to accept it or not, we need God. We need God to fill those void in our life. I don't know about you, but I've had several voids in my life that I needed God to just pour his spirit into my life and just fill those. Fill those empty spaces in my life and just make me whole. A lot of people say, oh, well, this person completes me. I don't know about you, but I need God to complete me. I don't need another person to complete my life. Just God. Because you find that yes and no, married people who would probably say, oh, my husband or my wife complete me. Nothing wrong with that. They complement each other. They do. They complement each other. They're there for each other. But when you think about it, and I don't want my single people feel like, oh, well, I definitely need a relationship to be completed. No, you have the Spirit of God to complete you. You have the Spirit of God to live inside of you, to fill that void. So if your void is marriage, guess what? You have God. If your void is finances, God is our Jehovah Jireh. If that void in your life is probably a health issue, he is Jehovah Rapha. If it's something that you're just dealing with, you need love. Hey, wearing my dress today. If is that you're needing love, he is Jehovah Nisi, and the banner over us is love. So he is everything. He completes us in every single area of our life. Just call out, commit your ways. Call out your desire to God. What it is that you need God to fulfill, and he will fulfill it for you. Now, David told us in Psalms 42, verse 1, David described his hunger of a human being when he said, as the deer pant for the water brook, so pants my heart for you, O God. And I know when I was growing up, we used to sing the song that says, as the deer panted forth the waters, so my soul longeth after you. 'Cause you alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you. And he goes on, you alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone does my spirit heal. And David says that he has a hunger for God. Are you going to have a hunger for God today? I do. I want to continue to crave God every single day of my life. So two conflicting forces cannot exist in a human's heart. Again, two conflicting forces cannot exist in our heart. When doubt reigns, fear cannot abide. And again, when doubt reigns, faith cannot abide. So when you have doubt, when you have fear, when you have all these stuff, you cannot exercise your faith. And we need faith. We need faith to carry on. We need faith to move forward. We need faith to know that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can hope or we can imagine. We need that. But again, when fear, when doubt, all of that reign in our heart, faith cannot live. When hatred reigns, love is crowded out. When hatred is in us, love cannot live within us. And God is love. So if we have hate, if we hate our brothers and our sisters, love, God cannot live in our heart. So we have to first clear out all that garbage, all that trash. And as we're coming up to our new year? What is your new year resolution this year? And make it measurable. Do a smart, a smart, and I'll explain what smart is. Make your new year goal specific, make it measurable, make it something that you can, attain. Don't go crazy. Oh, well, by February, I want to lose 100 pounds. You and I both know after 1 month, that ain't going to happen. And I'm sure all of that Christmas itis that you done have, you have to go work all that extra calorie off. Make your goal measurable. Not only that, is it something that you can retain? Is it something that you can retain from month to month? Is the time that you're putting on yourself, is the time reasonable? Is the time reasonable? Because saying that, okay, you know what, this is my New Year resolution, I'm going to start working out from January, and by February, I will lose 100 pounds. Is that time really reasonable? Healthy weight loss is 2 pounds per week. So 100 pounds, let's revisit that. But again, hatred cannot live within us. Where selfishness rules, there love cannot dwell. So we know we cannot have hatred. We cannot have selfishness. When worry is present, trust cannot crowd in, way in. So trust cannot crowd its way in. So where worry is, trust. Where we have worry, trust have no way in. In the same way, God will not share his rightful place in our life with anything or anyone less than himself. Is anything crowding God out of your heart today? And that's a serious question. Even for me, Simone, is there anything that is, crowding God out of my heart today? Don't give first place to anything less than Christ, but commit your way to the Lord. Now, I can't let you leave without giving you some work. And I know, yes, Sunday is New Year. Yes, yes, yes. But I need you guys to be good for the new year. I need you to be armed. I need you to have your arsenal ready. I need you to take off the grave clothes. Every failure, every mistake, everything that did not go right in 2022. I want you to be able to take off your grave clothes and walk into 2023 with your head up high, knowing that you have a God that not only loves you, but cares about you. He is jealous for you. Yes, he is. He is jealous about you. He is. So, are you prone to worrying? No, that's a good question. Are you prone to worry? Are you quick to become angry? Generally impatient? Still working on it. Perhaps it's time to put Christ back in control and allow the fruit of the Spirit to fill every nook and cranny of your heart. So allow the fruit of the Spirit to fill every nook and cranny of your heart today. So as usual, don't forget to smash that like button, click subscribe, ring the notification bell, and most important, share. The best is yet to come. Love you guys. See you guys in the new year.